And number 14, Drew McJanet. The Sharks are coached by Tim Hamill, assisted by Adrianitzis and Ross Burke. Now in the Whitecaps, let's meet your home team, Team USA. And the captain number 12, Max Irving. Number 1, Adrian Weinberg. Number 2, Jack Larson. Number 3, Marko Vavic. Number 4, Nicholas Saveljic. Number 5, Hannes Dove. Number 6, Jet Taylor. Number 7, Dominic Brown. Number 8, Dylan Woodhead. Number 9, Jake Earhart. Number 10, Chase Dodd. Number 11, Kai Kaneko. Number 13, Wes Demkin. And number 14, Garrett Zahn. Team USA is coached by Dejan Udovic, assisted by Gavin Arroyo, Matt Ustichevsky, and John McBride. Our officials for this contest are Mr. Stewart and Mr. Volt. And with that, I'm asking you to please stand and move your caps as we honor our countries with the playing of the national anthems of the two teams. We'll start with the Australian anthem, followed by the anthem for the U.S. Please welcome from J. Sarah High School, Josh Vietti. He'll be performing our anthems on the violin. And please feel free to sing along if the spirit moves you.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to J. Sarah Catholic High School, San Juan Capistrano, California, our scene, as we are ready for Game 2 of the USA men's national team in their series with Australia. We bring you here on the pool deck at J. Sarah, joined by John Abdu. Greg Meskel here with you. John, a thriller on Sunday. Had all the emotions there. Team USA got off to a slow start. Australia was clicking. U.S. behind Ryder Dodd battles back, and they get the buzzer-beating win there. Dodd from about 7 meters. hard to top that energy.
Yeah, it's gonna be challenging. But I'd say that what we get out of tonight, though, is that you still get the opportunity to see all these young athletes try to make a name for themselves, and so that's what you want. You want meaningful games, and all those athletes on Sunday had a chance to play in a meaningful, important game.
So we're gearing up for this one. For Team USA and Australia, as we mentioned, it is an exhibition series, so some slight modifications to the rosters for each of these matches. For example, tonight, Team USA will put Wes Temkin in the cage. So we saw Bernardo Herzer get the go on Sunday. He had a pretty impressive debut there to start off this series. Then you had Temkin tonight. We expect Adrian Weinberg on Friday for Coach Dan Adovicic, looking for that second goalkeeper in addition to Weinberg. So a big chance here for Wes Temkin.
That's what you're trying to make rosters, right? So specifically for both these countries, they're trying to finalize their rosters for the World Championships in Singapore this summer. We've mentioned that a couple of times. But when you make a roster one time, it's easier to make the next roster. And so everybody here fighting for every spot that they have to play this summer and beyond on the pathway towards Los Angeles in 2028.
The other change for Team USA, we talked about Ryder Dodd. He was one and done. He hit the game winner, got on a plane that night. He's off to Croatia to meet up with the men's junior national team ahead of the U20 World Championships starting this Saturday in Zagreb. That is a talented squad, wishing them all the best. In his place, Kai Kaneko, the Newport Harbor High School star, CIF Southern Section Player of the Year. He gets the nod and is part of this younger group, Jet Taylor, high school guys getting a chance here with Team USA to see what they can do.
Yeah, and this really mimics what a lot of our European counterparts do, is that at the ages of 14, 15, 16, the most talented players in the country get to play professional water polo at the highest levels, get to play with the club in different situations. This is what needs to happen in the United States and in Australia and Canada and non-European countries, and they're doing it here. Young athletes, 16 years old, getting a chance to compete with the best in the world.
Now for Team Australia, a couple of additions. Talking with their coach, Tim Hamill, pregame, he said this is one of the largest groups we've ever brought abroad, about 20 guys. He said we don't have a lot of activity post-Paris, wanted to make the most of this trip as we try and evaluate our roster for Singapore. He said we got 10 guys back from Paris. We're essentially looking for 5 to get 15 to bring to World Championships. A name you know, college fans loved him at USC. Nick Porter, he'll get the start in cage tonight. Lawrence Barker, we saw him come on in that one on Sunday. They have high hopes for him. 6'8" goalie, a rising talent. So much like Team USA, Australia trying to figure out some of their new pieces.
Yeah, and you mentioned this on Sunday too, Greg. A lot of times you see these athletes play their way onto rosters, but a lot of what you see tonight could be people playing their way off of a roster as we head into the summer. Another shout out to Sam Nangle, UC Santa Barbara Gaucho. That's another NCAA athlete playing for Team Australia tonight. He's going to get more minutes tonight. He's going to get a closer look, see if he can make the roster.
We are underway in this one. Australia in the green and gold, Team USA in the white. Our officials, Scott Volz, Mike Stewart. For Team USA, we mentioned Wes Temkin in the cage, Marko Vavic, Nicholas Savage, Hannes Dobé, Jet Taylor, Dylan Woodhead, and Chase Dodd. Starting group for Dan Adovicic, the head man since 2013. The squad coming off bronze in Paris last summer. Here's Savage now, shot clock to 5. He'll try and drop it inside, and an exclusion with the shot clock winding down. That's Marko Vavic working hard inside. We talked a bit about it on Sunday. Team USA not only looking for a second goalkeeper, also auditioning centers here as they prepare for the busy summer slate abroad.
Yeah, and Marko Vavic, not a traditional center, but you get a chance to maybe play some post-up game, maybe some more motion-based offense, maybe a la the Golden State Warriors. Team USA looking for some options.
Woodhead there has it field blocked, bounces off an Aussie head, and now the Australians will go the other way. So Team USA 0 for 1 on their first advantage try. For the Australians, we mentioned Porter in the cage. Milos Maximovic, the Paris Olympian, he goes tonight. Charlie Negus, Nathan Power, the veteran, Luke Pavillard, a star at Pacific, Matthew Burns, and Marcus Barahulik. For head coach Tim Hamill. Maximovic now goes inside. A loose ball picked up and slammed home on the skip skirt for Barahulik.
That's the advantage of getting offensive rebounds in a sense, right? Getting loose balls, picking them up. Barahulik wasted no time to put that away.
Another Paris Olympian. We mentioned 10 back from last year. Barahulik coming off a run with Jadran Split in Europe. And Coach Tim Hamill talking about him pre-match. He said easily our most improved guy.
Yeah.
They want him to become what Nathan Power is. They aspire for him to be this guy that can be great in front of the cage on both ends, on offense and on defense, left side, right side, whatever it takes.
That's a high comparison there to Nathan Power, someone who's capped up 100 times for Team Australia.
And now ball under. And Australia will take control. Good crowd on hand here on a Wednesday night in South Orange County at the home of Jay Serra, one of the high school powers in Southern California here in Orange County. Opening 2 minutes here in the first quarter. Middle match of a 3-game set. This is Matthew Burns. Now Barahulik. Ball on the water there, and Pavillard, that one caught a bounce on the water before it could ever get to Nathan Power, and the takeaway for Team USA.
It's good defense from Team USA there, but also a lack of spacing on the Australians' part. Right? Very crowded in front of the cage. You have 3 people trying to post up. Easy to pick up that steal.
Here's Chase Dodd now working to Savelich, one of the new additions for Team USA, who was a standout at UCLA. And now Dylan Woodhead, a veteran presence in this younger group looking towards the summer. Shot clock to 3. Savelich winds up, and center cage there for Porter.
You can see Marko Vavic in there posting up for the 3rd possession in a row. See, get a little gassed, right? Playing that center position is so tiring. You talked about auditioning centers. Part of it is being able to battle from 2-meter to line, and sometimes to the other 2-meter line, and really wrestling more than any other position. So you can see the fatigue starting to get to Marko Vavic.
Big fake there from the outside, and quick hands. Savelich comes over. Jet Taylor there. Dangerous pass backwards. And it's over to Wes Temkin, the Stanford Cardinal goalie. All MPSF first team pick this past season. 148 saves in his first year with Stanford, coming over from the Princeton Tigers after 2 years. Here's Dobe, ordinary on the perimeter. Savelich tries to thread the needle inside, and an offensive foul. They get Vavic for a contra on the interior.
And so part of this swimming 2-meter line to 2-meter line is going to be accelerated in this 25-meter pool. In this new setup, you're going to see a lot of people swimming on both ends.
Over the top, and that's easy money, and that's 2 quick ones for Barahulik getting inside, and that pass just came over the top. He had inside water and was able to deliver in a hurry.
What a dime there from Nagus from across the pool. It's a beautiful pass. Barahulik showing the praise his coach was giving him pre-game. But always got to credit that pass. If there's no ball pressure, then it's easier to make those quarterback-like passes across the pool.
Couple of changes now. We'll see Dominic Brown come on and Jack Larson. So 2 new additions here once again. Larson out of UCLA, Dominic Brown, up-and-comer with UC Santa Barbara.
And now you get a traditional center, that Dominic Brown, one of those Americans vying for a center position on the roster. Big left-handed center. See if the Gaucho can hold some position in there.
And that's an offensive. So Australia again off to a 2-0 start and looking for more. Here's Tim Putt. He's come on. They go right inside immediately, and that ball sails away. Looking for Maximovic, and Temkin comes up with it.
You're getting a lot of minutes here for Jet Taylor early in this game. He's getting a lot of opportunity to play and develop.
They're high on Taylor. They also understand young player, right? Looking for experience. This is so valuable to play at this level. Chase Dodd tries to go inside there to Brown, and Australia all over it. They come with the crash. And this is reminiscent of Sunday, where Australia was the aggressor. They seemed to be in control in that first quarter. Barahulik now again cruising in, defender chasing, and he's got a first quarter hat trick. What a start for Marcus Barahulik.
Barahulik gets the hat trick and immediately calls for the sub right afterwards. You deserve it, young man, putting in the effort. But top shelf, cross cage on that look. Didn't waste a lot of time, picked it up. But talk about placement, Craig. That was perfect top shelf. Cross cage corner there for Barahulik.
Hands on head. That's a man who's been working hard for the last 5 minutes or so.
This is the equivalent of grabbing your shorts in basketball, right? Like finding the oxygen where you can get it. Yeah.
3:40 to go, and this great crowd here, they're looking for something to cheer for, but Australia has taking control. They lead 3-0.
Brown is in at center court with Obey.
So now Dodd. Again, Australia here, they'll allow some shots, giving some openings from the outside. But you see all the pressure that arrives when that entry pass comes in. Good post up there by Jack Larson. And a power play now, the second for Team USA. Can they get on the board?
Good entry pass there from Hannes Dabe, too. Really thread the needle, got it inside.
Gets it back here and has that stomped out. Field block out high, but Team USA sticks with it. A little high in the dish there. Sides coming even. Advantage over. Team USA still on the attack. Shot clock to 3. It's back to Dabe. No look entry. Looking for an exclusion call there at the last second. Didn't get it. And Team USA stays scoreless now, 0 for 2 on the extra man.
Yeah, and that's always the difference, right? You start early there, 0 for 2 on the power play. We'll look at that percentage at the end of each quarter, at the end of the game, as one of the metrics to winning and losing.
Don't forget live stats courtesy of 6-8 Sports. Head to 6-8sports.com. You can follow along with all the data as we go here in San Juan Capistrano. Here's an ordinary, long way beyond 6 meters. They think about an entry pass, and instead Temkin is all over it with 2:23 to play. Pushing ahead to Vavic. Around the way now. Dabe looks to thread that inside. Looking for Brown again. They've tried to get him engaged a few times, but Australia, they're prepared.
Yeah, and that's where as a center, you're going to have to create bigger position there, more space when that ball comes in. It's very obvious as to what's going on as Australia turns the ball over.
And Hannes Dabe will handle here. Under 2 to play in this first quarter. Team USA scoreless to start. Dodd with a little bit of space to operate. Kai Kaneko going inside. A doubles there as Larson controls. Shot clock to 4. Vavic with 2. Lets it fly. Hit a lot of hands. Porter was there last. So maybe he took part of that in the face. It glances off the bar as well.
We haven't had a chance to call Porter's name just yet, too, but he had an excellent first half on Sunday before giving way to Barker, and just another huge piece of this Australian pipeline over the years, and had a great career at USC, and always fun to watch him play between the pipes.
I talked to him a bit post-game, was so excited to be back in the U.S., such fond memories of playing with USC. As Temkin, important for him to get a stop there, turning away the Drew McJanet try. Porter said he hadn't been back to the U.S. since 2022. It's been a long time, and was glad to be here playing water polo again.
Wouldn't you too, man? It's a beautiful night, summer. It's a great place to be.
Shot clock to 7. They go back inside again. Brown! What he can do for Team USA. Quick turn and fire, and they're on the board. Had to happen quickly with that crash coming, and Dominic Brown does not delay.
Great classic center move there from Brown. And then that time he had great position, had his back to the basket, kept the defender behind, and was able to get the sweep shot in. A high percentage look, strong move there from Dominic Brown. And for the USA coaching staff, that's what you've been looking for all along from guys like Dominic Brown playing in that center position. Great natural goal.
We talk about potential and what could be. This guy's coming off just his first true college season, redshirt. That's the first college season. There is such possibility there. That's what the coaching staff sees.
That's what they're looking for, that upside, right? That potential to grow. They don't need it from him just right now, but these are the games, these are the opportunities that over the quadrennial, in the next 2-3 years, how can he develop? And frankly, Greg, if you have a long-term hat on, how do you develop over the next 8 years, getting all the way to the 2032 games?
Final moments here, first quarter. That's an exclusion on Chase Dodd. First Australian power play. Shot clock is off. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Australia up 3-1, looking for one more save. Temkin with 2 on the clock, and Dodd won't get it off in time. That's all for the opening period. Australia jumps out to a 3-0 lead. All 3 courtesy of Marcus Barahulik. It's Dominic Brown with the last word, but the Aussies in front early. We'll step aside and return. You're watching Team USA live on Overnight.
And we'd like to give a special thanks to our valued partners and suppliers, including Homestead, Delphina USA, powered by SNR Sport, Sea Air Federal Credit Union, Mikasa, the Navy Warrior Challenge, Naiad, Local Canopies, NCSA, Overnight, 6-8 Sports, Game On Live Studio, Bag Tag Team, Colorado Time Systems, U.S. Performance Academy, Watermark, Surf City Optometry, Tenet Health, and United Surgical Partners. Thank you for your support of USA Water Polo. All right, gentlemen, that's the whistle. Let's bring it out and get our second quarter underway. This time we'll have Bobbitt facing off against Burns for our second quarter break.
Second quarter on tap from Jay Serra, Team USA and Australia. Aussies out in front 3-1, all part of prep for the World Aquatics World Championships in Singapore. Team USA, they'll head to Hong Kong to train before they get over to Singapore. Good look inside here, and a penalty. Dylan Woodhead working hard as we get started in the second quarter.
Just like they drew it up right after the break. You win the sprint. You have a play designed to execute after the sprint. Leads to the 5-meter, and now the goal from Dabe.
So 2 in a row now for Team USA. They get back to within 1 here, 3-2. Just 12 seconds into this second quarter, so a good answer there for Team USA to open up this second period.
And we're back to a 1-point game.
Yeah, Dabe buried that. Jet with the inside pass there, Taylor. Inside with the pass that led to that. So well executed. You're going to see a lot of what they call set pieces, set plays in this game. After goals, after sprints, after timeouts. These are organized plays, designed pieces to set up opportunities like that.
Burns moving in with 6 on the clock. And Wes Temkin, after allowing a flurry early, he's been able to get a few stops now.
Yeah, and sometimes those saves look easy, but his positioning has been great. If you're watching Temkin closely, he's actually got the perfect body position where he needs to be. The 5-on-6 save he made at the end of the first quarter, he was inside, took Pavillard's angle away. He's doing all the right things right now, putting himself in the right spot.
Prepare for jet. Prepare for jet.
Here's Taylor along 2 meters and wave it off. Offensive against Team USA.
Yeah, look, I was on Earhart trying to create some space over on the strong side of the pool.
Aussies go on the attack now. Here's Nagus. Team USA prepared to drop here as Powers posting. Burns left alone at about 5.5 meters and just had a lot of space to work with there.
Yeah, that's a defensive breakdown from Team USA. Some miscommunications on the zone, the drop they were trying to run leads just a wide open look in front of the cage.
So the first guy other than Berahuluk to score, Burns hits and a 4-2 lead for Australia. We told you about Team USA's plans before Singapore. Australia, they'll train with Serbia in Bangkok before they arrive in Singapore for the World Championships.
So Australians and Serbians in Thailand, enjoying themselves, getting some water polo in before they go. I think that's one of the beautiful things about having a World Championships in Singapore, right? Is that you're going to get some diversity in the sport. There's going to be a lot more exposure to the sport in Asia, where it's continuing to grow rapidly.
You can also make sure you add some lovely destinations on your itinerary before you arrive in Singapore.
That's right.
Save there, Porter. That one ricochets out.
See our first hockey sub over here. You got Nathan Power tapping in Matt Wilson on the side. That running substitution, a relatively new rule in water polo, but you can see it happen a little bit easier in 25 meters, Greg. In 30 meters, you got a long way to get back in and do the offense. But if you do this here in 25 meters, you're going to get into that front court very quickly.
Australia very much wanting a call there. Barahulik in disbelief that there was not an exclusion call. Officials say play on, and what a dish! Oh my! Temkin, an absolute dime to Hannes Tobey.
And we're back to a 1-point game.
Wow, what a pass there from Temkin. Back to that 25 meters, Greg. You can go full court passes here, live action from goal to goal. Gets it right in Dabe's hands, and he puts it away to make it a 4-3 game.
To hit him on the hand in traffic.
Yeah.
We always talk about the comparisons of water polo to other sports. We don't mention football a lot.
No.
But
no.
a goalie outlet pass like that in traffic is finding someone kind of in the back of the end zone.
There's no doubt. There's an accuracy. And again, if you don't put pressure on a quarterback, you give a quarterback all day to throw the ball, they're going to make great passes. When you're a goalkeeper, most of the time you don't have ball pressure on you, so you do have the opportunity to make a perfect pass like that.
Exclusion down this end.
It's on Kaneko.
4-3 game here. Australia has led from the jump. Burns gets it back. And then a snipe upstairs from Maximovic.
Maximovic made that look easy. Ball moves well around the perimeter there for the Australians. Gets in his hands and buries it top shelf off the crossbar and in.
Tim Hamill raved about his reliability. So if there's a set play, if there's something that we want to make sure we're running things the way that we need to, this is a guy we make sure is in the pool.
Yeah. But he's got that pedigree, right, originally from Serbia. Has played professionally for some time now.
Yeah, big news in the transfer market. He's making the move from Turkey after winning the Turkish championship over to Italy in Posillipo. Under 5 to go, first half. Vavic, that's a tough pass, fires it into Brown, and he draws the exclusion.
It's good hands there from Brown to keep that possession to him after the ball got deflected.
Kaneko now. Swing it back. Savilic. Save Porter. Team USA will stick with it. Advantage coming to an end, however. Turning inside and hitting right place, right time, Jake Earhart.
Number 9, Jake Earhart with a goal.
In what almost looked like a broken play there, Savlovic finds Earhart inside, gets the ball to the post, turn face, buries it across cage. Good pass and finish here, and a good way to salvage that power play for the Americans, as they have had not a great percentage so far in this game, conversion rate. They get one in there.
Yeah, it certainly felt a bit discombobulated, and then they were able to figure it out and put it home courtesy of Earhart.
And we got our first look at Garrett Zahn. He'll be playing that center position for Team USA. Subbing out defending Pavlard as we speak.
Pass on the water. Everyone shows up in the Whitecaps. And Chase Dodd with the steal as Australia was trying to post up Matt Wilson.
Good job there from the defender to throw both hands up here. Jake Earhart, both hands up, allow the crash to come, allow the steal to take that ball.
halfway through this second quarter.
Zane, go down.
Savage now with 4. Off target on the entry, looking for Garrett Zahn. And Porter there for the steal. Another exclusion. No complaint there from Team USA. Aussies go back on the power play. Here's Pavillard now out high. Negus, good swat there by Vavic. Timer to 2, Temkin, rebound in front, and the keeper able to gather up, and they cancel out that Aussie extra man.
Good play there from Temkin, who despite the score has had a good game so far. He's really been steady in the cage, making the saves he needed to make. Great assist out of the goal. Good showing so far.
5-4 lead for Australia. And Team USA coughs it up there. Australians 1 for 3 now on the power play. They didn't convert that last time down. And now in transition, Maximovic has all day. He can measure twice, cut once.
We talked about this so much on the broadcast on Sunday. When Team USA is careless on offense, does not take care of the ball and turn it over, it leads to easy goals the other way. And so the next phase for many of the young athletes in the water and for this team, USA right now, is to how can they well take care of the ball? How well can they take care of the ball? How well can they have positive possessions on offense that don't always lead to goals, but don't lead to turnovers that lead to fast breaks the other way?
This is the nature, too, of building a new roster. When you're trying out different players, you're just going to have these parts of the game that feel disjointed. You just don't have the group that is used to working together.
And that wouldn't be the goal right now. If this team, if somehow either one of these squads looked really cohesive and well put together, I'd have some questions, right? This is like the time of the year where everyone's coming out of their professional teams. You need to find some individual play, but where can you start building the chemistry as Dominic Brown draws the exclusion inside?
Yeah, nice job there, Taylor, feeding Brown. Team USA, they've yet to convert on a power play, 0 for 3. Under 2 minutes to go now. First half, Savage changing all of that. And he gets another back for Team USA, this time on the 6-on-5. It's back within 1.
Good wind up there from Savlovic. Puts it into that low pocket, low corner. And that's a big goal for Team USA. With the mistakes, some of the mistakes they've made on offense that have led to counterattacks, they keep it within 1 goal right now as we get closer to halftime.
Again, just hanging in there. It was on Sunday where they made their push in the second half. Fans trying to get a USA chant going here. Team USA looking to push these centers out to about 5 meters, but it's a tussle.
Yeah, and that's Nathan Power against Jet Taylor inside. Taylor holding his own, draws the offensive foul. Could be 18 years difference between the ages of those athletes.
And then a bad pass by Dodd. Maximovic picks the pocket, and now the Aussies looking to swim.
And that's the turnovers we talked about. You turn the ball over, and now you're down 4 on 3 in transition.
Here's Nangle into the front court. Good job there. USA swimming hard. They didn't make it simple for Australia, but this misalignment allows for an easy exclusion call. People out of position. Australia will get the 6-on-5. Tim Hamill will call for time, and they'll draw this up here, up 6-5. 1:04 to play in the first half, and you hit on it moments ago, John. Similar refrain from Sunday. When Team USA is controlling the ball and not committing turnovers, it really limits what the Australians can do. Obvious statements, right? But this is what you clearly see in exhibitions, especially early in the quad. The simple stuff rises to the top.
We don't often use football references in water polo, but I'll use a baseball reference. We don't have to make baseball references as well. But you got to have a good at-bat. Not every at-bat is going to be a home run. But But if you can have an at-bat that makes the pitcher work, right, that gets him to throw several pitches, right, that, making sure that every possession on the offensive end in water polo is positive. Something good is happening. You're not going to score 100 goals in the game, but can you not get counted out? Can you take care of the ball? Can you make the defense work? Can you get a high percentage look on goal? Can you get some motion? Can you draw some exclusions? That's what a positive possession looks like in our sport.
If you want comparisons, you want analogies, you come to the right place.
Yeah.
Right here on Overnight. Under a minute to play.
Let's try to find a ping pong or badminton analogy next.
Just give us time. We got 2 more quarters.
And we have another exclusion.
Shot clock was down to 7, then the advantage.
For Australia.
3-1.
So Australia now adding. And in front, they tried to pack the cage, and the one time tipped in by Nathan Power, taking advantage of that 6-on-4.
And Australia back up by 2.
The veteran inside puts it away. And that's off of the timeout by Australia. They get the execution they need to get a 2-goal lead with 43 seconds left in the half. And so often as a coach, you wonder, do I call timeout for this 6-on-5? Do I burn one of these? So when you get a goal out of it, Tim Hamill and his squad happy they can convert off the timeout.
At least seems to justify the timeout call in some respects.
While the takes the pass on top for the U.S.
35 seconds left here in the half, about a 15-second difference for Team USA here between the shot and game clock. Jake Earhart controlling.
And they cross it over to Larson. Pass goes in.
Good into Brown, and he'll draw the penalty. Able to feed the big man. Again, got that spin towards the cage.
Dominic Brown holding his own inside to draw the penalty, and now that's a positive possession for Team USA, right? You've earned a penalty shot. Let's see if Bobic can put it away.
And he does. Make it 7-6. That's the second from the 5-meter line for Team USA. And Marco Bobic, coming off a season with Savona in Italy, is able to hit.
Bobic really making a name for himself here on Team USA. Had a great run in Paris after debuting in Tokyo. Now really a solid veteran figure on this Team USA roster.
And he's a guy you have to give a lot of credit to. He worked his way back
Yes.
from the brink in some respects.
Correct.
When you talk about making rosters, not just making rosters, but then getting playing time on those rosters, fought his way back, improved his defense, and now, like you said, has become a guy it's hard to picture this team without him.
Yeah, and he can do it all. He can defend 2 meters. He can post up, as you've seen before. He can get steals.
The takeaway, and if that went, it would have been the full Marco Bobic showcase. Instead, Porter knocks it down, but the steal closes things out to end this first half. And Australia, again, getting off to a good start, a 3-0 opening. Team USA battles back here. It's a 1-goal game at the break, 7-6. We will step aside. More to come when we return to Jay Serra. You're watching Team USA live on Overnight.
Dive into the action with Delfina USA, the ultimate choice for water polo gear. From custom water polo suits to caps, ropes, hooded towel ponchos, towels, flip-flops, backpacks, and the official ball of the MPSF. SNR Sport, your exclusive distributor for Delfina in the USA. Making waves in the water polo world for over 30 years. Gear up, make a splash, and dominate the game with Delfina USA and SNR Sport. Get in the game today.
It's more than just a game. It's the toughest sport in the water. This is where you're tested. This is where champions are made. This is where every moment matters.
There's no better time to become a water polo referee. The sport continues to grow nationwide, and refs are a vital part of that expansion. Join today. Whether you played for years or are new to the sport, all are welcome. Stay active with flexible hours while making extra money with competitive rates nationwide. Build a network of new friends that will last a lifetime, all while making a positive impact on youth sports. Make a difference in water polo. Become a referee today. Visit usawaterpolo.org/referee to learn more.
Start second half. Surveying takes off against Burns.
Quick halftime, and we're back to it here. Second half between Team USA and Australia. Australia leading 7-6. John Abdu, Greg Meskel joining you here on Overnight. Don't forget, this series continues Friday at Chapman University. 7 p.m. start. You can watch live on Overnight. Tickets still available at usawaterpolo.org. That'll be a great day for water polo, the 2025 Hall of Fame induction that afternoon in Brea. And then the game that night, USA and Australia. Also the start of Masters National Championship weekend. So a lot of excitement there. And as we open things up here, Lawrence Barker has subbed in for Australia. So similar to what we saw on Sunday. Porter goes first half. Barker comes on for the second.
Inside the 6-meter line, the call there on the Savlovich direct shot. Let's see if Barker can have the same type of second half he had on Sunday. But a large body, right? Great instincts in the cage. There's a prospect in the future here for Australia.
He's gotten some chances in Europe. They like what he can bring. We mentioned looking for 5 new folks, and someone they already know will work well. This man, Milos Maximovic, his third, and just rips it from the outside. And this is what Australia has done. Team USA gets back to within 1. They rebuild that 2-goal cushion. It's been the seesaw battle.
Maximovic goes one-on-one there against Garrett Zahn. Zahn with no foul, so not giving up the direct shot, but just giving up enough space. Maximovic just persistent in creating that space, then buries the shot.
Here's Woodhead. And now Vavic all the way across. Save is made there. Savlich fires it right at Barker.
So here it is, though. On that possession, the way that USA was structured, they take the shot, and now they have a 3-on-2 counterattack the other way.
The look over to Burns. Savlich gives the foul there to try and slow things down. And frustration there from the Aussie coaching staff because they know what you saw, John. Yeah. They had the numbers in their favor.
They had the 3-on-2. They missed out on the 3-on-2, but they still had 3-on-3 with some space. But again, if you're Team USA, whatever you do on your front court offense, you got to make sure you're not getting counterattacked the other way. And a lot of that comes with spacing and taking care of the ball.
Here's Dodd now. Shot clock to 7. Tries to thread that needle in to Garrett Zahn. Aussie's there with the double. Lob upstairs, quick turn. Pavillard takes full advantage on that dish from Burns. He had all the space in the world to go 360 and drill it.
We haven't called his name often here, but Pavillard, the talented lefty for Australia, Katina Award finalist, UOP Tiger. But again, whenever you're that open in water polo, it's often not because of your own doing. It's because of a defensive breakdown on the other end. it's just not one of those sports where it's not like basketball where you can just create off the dribble, right, and create some space, or a wide receiver that beats a cornerback down the field and is wide open. When you're that open in the water, where it's so hard to create space for yourself, it's because the defense broke down. That's a 2-on-2 play where Australia just beat the Americans.
Pavlard, he was a late scratch on Sunday. Thought we would see him go. Ends up going today, and he mentioned his time in Stockton, just piled up the goals for the Tigers. They've had such a good run of international stars, and he's part of that crew. Taylor, good look, and a penalty. Pops it across the way to Larson, who made a good dive to the post. And a 5-meter try coming up once more. It's the third attempt for Team USA. Dobey, Barker, he felt like he was there. Couldn't stop it. 3 for 3 from the 5-meter line. That's 3 for Dobey, who just scored a bunch of goals in Australia this past season with the Torpedoes. 97 goals on the season in his first season down there. And brings it back now 9-7.
That's Dobey's second penalty score of the day, and another one inside here. Yep.
Penalty on this side. So they go into Barahulik. Actually, excuse me, Maximovic, and he's able to slip inside and draw a 5-meter. This will be Australia's first penalty shot. That went against Taylor, and now Jacob Merchep, the former USC Trojan, is on. This guy can throw it with some pace, and does exactly that.
It's a good set piece there from the Australians, attacking the strong side, get the ball inside to draw the penalty. Again, defensive breakdowns coupled with unstructured front court offense is why the Americans are down 3 goals. They've made the push on Sunday to come back. They can tighten things up on this end. The defense will surely come.
And they got this to within 1 pretty consistently,
Yes.
but now Australia, give them credit. They've come out in the second half with a bit of a renewed burst. A lot of back and forth there. And that's Dominic Brown battling. Instead, we go the other way. Oh, save! Temkin! And what looked to be a surefire goal from Merchep on the outlet. And now in transition, small advantage for the moment. Kaneko! It's Kai's time.
And there it is, big defense leads to big offense. Huge save there from Temkin on Merchep after the breakdown. And now Kaneko gets his first senior team goal.
Gets the opportunity here, capping up for the first time in this series and taking full advantage. Mentioned a star at the high school level, has been involved in the USA national team pipeline. Now getting an opportunity here at this senior level.
Kaneko been part of the pipeline for a long time. Shout out to his coach Ross Sinclair over there in Newport Harbor, developing this young man, getting him here, and now another goal for the Australians.
And it's that man Milos once more. Maximovic now, he's got 4. He was their high scorer in Paris. And hits here, and it's back to 3, 11-8. The other thing Australia has done is largely keep this crowd out of it. Anytime they want to get excited, Australia rebuilds that lead, 2 goals, 3 goals.
Well, they're doing a good job on their after-goal plays, after-sprint plays. They obviously have some set pieces that they put together that they're executing on. And you're right, Greg, this crowd wants to get excited. They get really excited for about 30 seconds, and Australia takes it away from them. So if USA can put a couple of goals together, a couple stops together, you're going to see this place get loud as it starts to now.
Honest Dobey, he's got 4. And showing off the stroke from long range.
The Australians familiar with that one. 4 goals tonight, but he's, like you said earlier, Greg, he had 97 over in the Aussie League. this past year, one of the livest arms in the world, Hanasabe. When he wants to put the ball away, there's no prettier looking shot, right, than his.
Was the star at USC. Two-time Olympian now. Thought he had the pick and was off to the races. Instead, will stay down this end. Battle here between Power and Vavic. They'll repost. And that's an exclusion on Marko Vavic. 6 on 5. I thought they might go right back to Power. He was open there for a moment, decided against it.
Dominic Brown was just caught, lost kind of in the middle there, allowing those entry passes, and left Power open again. Now he just misses point blank. Oh, they're going to say Temkin with the save.
Yeah, it happened quick. Wasn't sure if he just blasted it off the post or
Yeah.
Temkin got a piece. Either way, we'll stay here. Still on the advantage.
Both teams back in full strength.
Now even strength. Great look. One-timer. Power finishes it off.
Nathan Power was open for the entirety of that power play. Right? He was open when he got first spot blocked by Temkin, was open when he first drew the exclusion, was open at the end here to get that pass in, and Australia done a great job of finding the post, the high percentage look inside.
Reminiscent of a great Salim Stoudemire quote about being open all the time.
Yeah.
I'm open in my car. I'm open when I step on the court.
Now that's a reference. That's deep. That's deep.
Here's Brown. Turns to that strong side and draws the exclusion.
Power play to the U.S. Love it. Down with it. Todd steps in, gets it down.
Vavic off the shovel from Dobey. A couple of Trojans. They've done that a time or two.
Goals after goals after goals. The scoring increasing here in the second half. This time Vavic putting it away on the strong side. You've seen him do it all now, right? You've seen him defend 2 meters. You've seen him post up as a center. Now you're seeing here on the strong side attacking as a shooter. Vavic shooting it all and has really gotten some power behind that shot in the last couple of years.
And 25 meters, you take the over, John.
Yes.
12-10 here in the third. 2:29 to play.
Well, we talked about this. The final score on Sunday was around 13-12.
Yep.
So we're getting close to that now. We were wondering if these scores would be different. We're on pace for an 18-17 type finish, which would be a unique score now in the 25 meters, a large part of that.
Pavillard was waiting for Maximovic to go backdoor there. Didn't develop in time. And a turnover. And that's a bit of a blind pass on the inside. Easy steal there for Power. Pavillard tries to go upstairs once again. So few unforced errors here from the Aussies.
Yeah. So you did want to throw in a tennis reference then, right? The unforced error there. That's good. That's good.
It's all coming together. We're going to hit them all the sports here tonight. Dobey, Parker, no. Dodd says, hey, let's pump the brakes for a moment. Under 90 seconds to go in the third. Dodd tries to go back inside again, but Australia, they are just so ready on that drop.
Yeah.
False sense of security there. They kind of lure you into that entry that's not really as clean as it looks.
Well, the USA centers aren't really getting great position. When they do, they get good looks. When Dominic Brown's got good position, he's getting good finishes. Well, this is where you understand the value of someone like a Ben Halleck, right? When you have the centers that can really just hold position, keep defenders behind them at all times, and create the space and the opportunities for your offense.
But if you're Australia now, you've essentially given the ball away 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
The exclusion called against Australia. Savilic tries to go fast, but first a timeout was called before that shot try, much to Australia's dismay. And so Team USA will have the man advantage when they come out of this timeout. They're 2 for 5 thus far. You mentioned Ben Halleck.
Yeah.
Just a reminder for those that didn't join us on Sunday,
Yep.
a lot of the veterans that you might be looking for, that you enjoyed in Paris, not here for a variety of reasons. We know Alex Ober retired.
Yeah.
Ben Halleck taking some time off, focusing on school. Expect to see him back at some point during this quad. And so there's your 2 centers. That's why the center audition is underway.
Yeah.
Alex Bowen, for those that follow, just welcomed brand new baby girl just 2 weeks ago. Congrats to the Bowen family. Luca Capito, shoulder surgery. Johnny Hooper taking some time off as well to work. These guys planning to return at some point here in the lead up to LA, but we talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
It is a massive commitment to do the Olympic Games.
Yeah.
You are mapping out your life in 4-year chunks.
Yeah, that's right.
Other sports don't require that. You think about basketball, which we're always talking about.
yeah.
It's always a question now, will LeBron play one more season? Sure. All they're asking about is one more season.
Right. Not asking for 4 more
Not
years.
4 more years.
No. And 4 more years at a meager pay rate, right? While you're trying to develop your career and all these other things.
Zero comparison to LeBron when you're talking about money, right?
Yes.
But just the personal commitment is Debe has that knocked out by Barker. So these are the calculations these guys go through.
That's right.
As much as we enjoy watching them play. 5-second difference to Obey, and Barker there again with the discard, and shot clock is off now, 17 seconds left.
Barker really does a great job in the cage. He takes up a lot of space. He's got a big wingspan. He's got good instincts, and you can see him get fired up when he makes blocks. So he's kind of got the spirit as well.
And now we'll see an exclusion. Barahulik sent off there. Advantage here for Team USA, and we'll get another interference. That's Grgurevich going out. Huge chance with 3. They make it count. It's Marko Vavic. 6 on 4. And Vavic is there. He's got 3. And Team USA's back within 1 on the brink of the 4th quarter.
You could see the will from the Americans there on that power play. They were not going to let that one go. Plenty of exclusions, plenty of opportunities. Vavic, in the end, buries it in the back of the cage, and we got a 1-goal game going into the 4th, Greg.
The knockdown there from Brown on the Pavelar try, and you're spot on. 12-11 as we go to the 4th. We will step aside. More Team USA Water Polo when we come back. You're watching live on Overnight.
Following their game, we'll have a brief meet and greet and autograph session with your team. That'll be right outside the main entrance.
Let's go. For sure, in this quarter. For sure, this quarter, they're going to get some extra man. We'll get a chance if we can stand and actually attack it when we get it. Nice early call. Needs to engage. For sure, get extra man. So make sure you're ready for that moment. Instead of falling when the ball's delivered to you, please. Everybody kills that. Behind the ankle. Get the solution of play. Really smart play here. Really close in. Make sure we communicate the object to you. You're not supposed to control it. And in custody, yeah, go good. Burns on guns. Luke and Charlie can take it. Go over, guys.
All right, gentlemen, let's line it up. Time to get our 4th quarter underway.
Fourth quarter on tap here at J. Sarah. John Abdu, Greg Meskel here with you. Another 1-goal game between these two. It's often been said USA and Australia evenly matched squads. We know about the quarterfinal match in Paris last year, that epic shootout, Team USA vaulting into the top 4 for the first time since the Beijing Games. That was a thriller. And there's no reason to think you won't see these two meet in pivotal games again going forward.
Yeah.
With the way the Aussies are developing, with some of the pieces Team USA is bringing along, exciting future for both of these squads.
Yeah, they really, from a geographic standpoint, from a cultural standpoint, are just so similar, right? The non-European countries that are large geographically in size, spread apart. You think about where Australian water polo players come from, Melbourne, Sydney, and also Perth on the opposite side of the country as well. A 4-hour flight between those, similar to the East Coast, West Coast. Right here, you're seeing it now at Team USA. Families like the Oles, Connor Ole, Ryan Ole, right, living in Greenwich, Connecticut, coming all the way out here. So both countries really dealing with similar development scenarios.
Exclusion here, up to the post, upstairs, turn back. Wes Temkin says no.
Now that's a great save. Love to see that one again. You see both hands coming across the goal for Temkin up in that top shelf. Beautiful save. That's a highlight save.
Still on the advantage, however. Sides coming even now. Another from Temkin. Major stops here to open up this fourth quarter.
Again, if you're a young goalie watching this, not only is he making the spectacular saves, but on 5-on-6, notice how he made that save from almost inside of the cage. His positioning on 5-on-6 has been excellent all night.
8 saves for Temkin. Aiming for Zahn. And the Sharks surround him. Here's Charlie Nagus, making his debut in this series. Did not play on Sunday. Paris Olympian. Burns now with 3. Nagus takes a look. Goes lob and is just off target. 1-goal game. Team USA looking for the equalizer here. Under 6.5 to play in the fourth.
Nagus looking for that rare center cage lob right, directly at the goal.
Picking up your sarcasm.
Yeah, not the highest percentage look as Dabe is going to get a look here.
Outside 6 if he wants to load it up. Ordinary once again. He can do it again. He does. It's deflected off a shoulder. It's a race. Dodd, Barker, and Barker's there first.
Barker gets there first. Australia back on offense.
Saw a burst of speed there from Chase Dodd. You see how fast he really is.
The Dodds can swim.
Yes.
Big wind up there in transition, and that is off the mark. So, Australia looks at this and thinks we could be up 4 or 5 goals. They had a lot of unforced errors consecutively in that third quarter, and then a couple of tries early here that kind of a little bit out of the system we've seen them run.
Yeah, this has not been the game they've played so far in this fourth quarter. They did such a great job, especially in that first half, of controlling the ball on offense, getting high percentage looks, executing on their set pieces. They're certainly looking at themselves right now if they feel like this lead is dwindling. And if you're Team USA, Coach Jovicic calling his second time out of the game with 5:54 left here in the fourth quarter, knowing that this is the pivotal point. They got to get the next goal. You go down 13-11, especially the way this game has been going, you're fighting an uphill battle the rest of the way. They haven't really been able to catch up. They've never led. USA has never led in this game, right? So Coach Jovicic wisely saying, I can call timeout here. Can we tie the game, right, and start getting ourselves back in a position where we're not consistently down 2 to 3 goals chasing.
Got down 3-0, and it's been chasing the game ever since.
Yeah.
They've gotten it within 1 repeatedly.
This is where game management comes in. That's why I like the timeout, right? You're trying to manage this game. See what you can convert, potentially off a set piece here. You see a pick on this strong side. Savlovich, Earhart.
Well, double post threat here with Earhart and Brown. Avovich now. And just a mishandle. Went back out to Avovich, taken away by the Australians. Now they'll look to go in a hurry. Pavillard doesn't see it.
Pavillard takes the pass down.
Backs into it there. Ordinary called. Quick strike. Temkin. This guy getting better as the match goes on.
Yes. And he's got to make up for his team there, right? Turnover leads to a counterattack, right? So Temkin saving Team USA after a poor front court offensive possession.
So much time. Engage the
Shot clock to 6 for the Aussies. It's Burns. Temkin. Wes Temkin, double figure saves now. 5 minutes to play in the fourth. Same story, 12-11.
And doing it in style, too, right? Getting him when it counts. Saving Team USA, keeping him in this game.
Woodhead, Brown! Oh, Barker! Again, they're looking to go. Aussies swimming hard. Pavillard out in front. Goes lob, it's in! 2-goal lead once again. Temkin had turned away all the fastballs. Pavillard hits him with the changeup. It's a 13-11 game.
Go back a minute and 15 seconds ago. Team USA calls a timeout. They're trying to tie the game. Instead, they turn the ball over, get bailed out by a Wes Temkin save, and then miss on another opportunity, then give up the counterattack, the one on goalie there for Pavlovard. So really, this is in Team USA's hands. They try to manage this to get a tie game, and now they're down 2 and having to fight their way back.
We'll get some help here, an exclusion. Some laughter of disbelief from the Aussie bench as Team USA goes up on the power play. Savlich. Here's Dylan Woodhead. Shot clock to 6. Save Lawrence Barker.
Oh, Barker read that so well. He was moving to his right as Salvich was winding up. Knew exactly where that was going. Good save there from Barker. Leads to another counterattack for the Aussies.
Here's Merchap, a blower into the front court. The give off, the field block, the rebound. Aussies still control it. And then an exclusion on Team USA. In front, Temkin again! Right on the front doorstep. He turns back, a 6-on-5. Then the Australians are excluded. And now Team USA has the power play on the way down. Talk about a couple of bang-bang plays here.
Turn of events here for the Americans. See if they can convert to keep this to a 1-goal game.
Well, the 5-on-5, they're going to wait for some reinforcements as Brown draws to the top of the perimeter. Savlich now with 5. Inside, stuffed! Barker denies Earhart and lets out a big yell, Ric Flair style.
Another big save there from Barker, reading it so well on the 5-on-6. Earhart missing the point-blank opportunity on the post.
13-11. Team USA, they've had their chances coming up on 3 minutes to play. Here's Pavillard now, left in space, winds it up, but Wes Temkin has been all over the place here in this fourth quarter.
Good field block there from Nicholas Savlovich to help out Temkin to feed him that save, but you could feel the intensity on the pool deck here at J. Sarah. The crowd wants to get into this. They're hoping for a USA breakthrough, and both teams fighting to finish this game off.
Now 11 saves for Temkin after controlling that field block from Savlich. They need some offense here, running short on time. Shot clock to 5. Savlich getting the ordinary there at the last second. Pick it up, Vavich, and Barker tips it out. Shot clock back to 18 on the reset. Trimmed a few seconds off that reset in recent rule adjustments. 2.5 to go now in the fourth. Here's Dodd. Dodd takes a look with 5. Dodd steps inside the defense with 2. The drop to Brown. It's tipped from behind and a shot clock violation. Excellent help defense there from Australia with time winding down.
Big stop there for the Aussies because they're 1 goal away here from probably putting this game away. And for Team USA, you need one quick.
Pavillard doesn't need to hurry. Under 2 to go in the fourth. He'll wait for Maximovich to join him in the front court. Entry in, and just what the doctor ordered for the Aussies, an exclusion, 6-on-5. They'll get a timeout. They go to their veteran, Nathan Power, on the inside. It'll set up their 9th power play. They're 2 for 8. Tim Hamilton, Nathan Power, a wonderful man, a great leader.
Yeah.
Does it all for them. Leads by actions, leads by words. And he draws a critical power play try here late.
That's a big one. Like you said, the reason it's so big is not only do they have the possession where they were running the clock out there, they essentially get a second possession here. So you will not see the Australians, if they're wise, attack quickly here. They will milk the clock, try to get a shot late in the advantage here. Either get the goal, get a tip out, and see how long they can extend possession of the ball here, because it does become a game against the clock.
1:47 left. Again, Team USA gets a stop here. There's time to make a go of this, but it starts with a defensive stand right now, down a man.
Player advantage, minute 47 left in the game.
Yeah, they got time, especially in 25 meters, and especially with the ability to go 7-on-6, but you got to get a stop like you said, Greg.
6-on-5 for the Australians. They go outside. Shot clock to 5, and Merchep too hard off the water, so they went a little early there on the shot clock on that 6-on-5. They don't get a goal, and now Team USA a chance to get back within 1. Australia now 2 for 9 on the extra man. You throw a 6-on-4 in there.